What's up guys, Joshua here, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how you can buy real estate using Webull. Now I know what you're thinking, Joshua, Webull is a stockbroker. How can I possibly buy real estate using a stockbroker? Well, yes, it's true, Webull is a stockbroker, but you can still use it to buy real estate, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hey, before we dive into the video guys, if you could do me a huge favor and drop a like down below, it helps the channel out so much. Also, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that so much. Okay, let's get started. So when I say buying real estate using Webull, I'm not actually talking about physical real estate that you go to and that you have to maintain and, pay taxes on. I'm talking about real estate investment trust, or REITs. An easy way to think of a REIT is as an ETF that invests in real estate. You see, ETFs hold various securities like stocks, bonds, and derivatives, but not real estate. That's where REITs come in. A REIT is exactly like an ETF. You can buy and sell it on the stock market, you can earn dividends through it, and it's a great way to diversify your portfolio. REITs allow you to invest in real estate without all the hassle, maintenance, and capital required to buy physical real estate. When you buy a share of a REIT, you're immediately giving your portfolio exposure to hundreds or sometimes even thousands of different real estate properties, which include residential properties, retail and shopping centers, hospitals, data centers, self-storage facilities, and even timberland. REITs are without a doubt one of the fastest and easiest ways to own real estate. Plus, they can sometimes give you better returns than some stocks, and they're required by law to pay out 90% of their earnings to shareholders as dividends. So there's a lot more that we could talk about in regards to REITs and how they function and things like that, but that's not really the point of this video. So what I'm going to do next is talk about a couple of REITs that I think are really solid investments, and we'll use one of those REITs as an example of how to buy it in Webull. So some of the best REITs to invest in include American Tower Corp, Prologis, Realty Income, Crown Castle International Corp, or one of my personal favorite ways to invest in REITs is to buy shares of Vanguard's real estate ETF. Now, I know this is technically an ETF and you're looking to buy REITs, but this ETF basically just holds a ton of different REITs. And so this ETF holds American Tower Corp, Prologis, and a few others that I mentioned earlier on the list. Vanguard's ETF holds all of those inside of a single convenient ETF. And so if you just buy shares of this ETF, then you're basically giving yourself exposure to all these other REITs that we just discussed. And of course, this naturally will give your portfolio more exposure to different areas of the real estate market, and instead of just like one. So for example, you could purchase shares of self-storage REIT. But the problem with that is that by buying the self-storage REIT, you're only giving your portfolio exposure to the self-storage part of the real estate market. If you purchase shares of Vanguard's ETF, which invests in several of these REITs, then you're giving your portfolio exposure to several areas of the real estate market and not just one specific area. So I hope that makes sense and gives you some clarity as to why I think investing in Vanguard's ETF is better option if you're looking for just broad diversification. Okay, so now time to transition into the main point of the video, which is actually buying real estate or REITs within Webull. So I've got my phone here and I'm going to walk you through step by step on how exactly to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Webull here. And this is what we will be working from. So once you're in Webull, if you're not familiar with how to use Webull, I'm assuming that most of you are if you're watching this video, but if you're not, there's two ways you can search for securities like stocks and bonds and REITs on Webull. So the first way is to click right here where it says quick trade, and then just simply type in the symbol or the name of the company that you want to invest in. So for example, if you wanted to buy shares of Apple stock, you would just type in Apple and you can see Apple right there. Or you could type in Apple's ticker, which is AAPL for some weird reason, because Apple does not have two A's in it, but there's Apple again, okay? Another way to do it would be to click and hold on this little icon down here, looks like the two bullhorns, and then speak the name of the company or the ticker that you want to invest in. So I'm going to use Apple as the example again. AAPL. And you have to hold it the entire time. And you can see there it pulls up Apple for me really quickly, okay? So let's go back to the main screen again. And I'm just going to use quick trade, and we're going to type in VNQ, which is the name of the REIT ETF that we want to invest in, Vanguard's real estate ETF, okay? So VNQ, VNQ. And then there it is at the top. It says Vanguard real estate ETF. I'm going to click that. So that's open now. And you can see that we have a screen here that is, it might be a little complex at first if you're not used to investing or if you're not used to Webull, but it's pretty standard. You've got the line chart at the top, you've got the level 2 data if you pay for it. If you don't, then that's not going to be there. The next up, we've got the side, buy or sell, We've got the order type, which right now is set to limit. We've got the price, the quantity, the trading hours, and then the time in force, okay? Now, I'm gonna recommend that for most of you buying REITs that you would just use a market order, and you would do that by clicking where it says order type and then choosing market. A market order basically just means that when you place the order that you're gonna buy the security immediately at the market price. So if the security is trading for $100 and you place a market order, you're gonna be filled at $100. Now that's different from a limit order where you have the option to set a fixed price that you wanna buy at. So for example, if you only wanted to buy this REIT at $99 instead of $100, you could set a limit price for $99, as you can see here, 99. And then now when I place the buy order here, I'm only going to be filled once and if the security ever hits $99. Now, if it never hits $99, then you're never going to be filled. And so that's what a limit order is. Like I said, I would recommend that most people just use a market order because you're not really trying to actively trade. You're just investing long term. And so for that, a market order fits perfectly fine. So now I've got the size set to buy. I've got the order type set to market. The quantity, I'm just going to do 1 for now. But of course, you would set that to whatever you want to buy. And then the time in force, if you're on a market order, it's going to be day is going to be the only option that you have, okay? So once all that's set, you just click on buy. And so of course that message pops up because today is Sunday, and so of course the market's not open. If the market was open and I clicked buy, then the order would go through immediately. If I had the funds in my account, of course, like the order would go through immediately and I would be filled at the market price. For the most part though, it's a very simple process. Open up Webull, type in the name of the REIT that you want to buy, choose your order type, which is probably going to be market, enter the quantity of REITs that you want to buy, and then that's it. Click on the buy button and then you're good to go. If the market is open and you're on a market order, then the order is going to be filled immediately, and then you'll be investing in that REIT and you'll begin to reaping the benefits of the dividends and the capital gains and things like that. So hey, listen, I hope that this video has been helpful for you. I know that I probably made it a lot longer than it needed to be, but I wanted to drop in some extra info in there to help you guys out as much as possible. So if you found value in this video, do me a huge favor, drop a like down below. Also, if you like content like this, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that so much. As always, I will see you guys again very soon. Until next time, take care.